Hey everybody, it's Trucker Chad. Had a few messages lately about students asking about the weather. It looks like winter isn't quite finished with us yet, and there's a surprise snowstorm going on the East Coast, and there's mandatory highway closures and shutdowns. As people have asked me about, hey, when do you know when to chain up, and when do you add a fuel additive to the diesel tanks to keep the lines from freezing up, and what do we do about the load being late? Really depends on your company. Some companies require chains to be on the truck during certain times of the year. Um, State laws in some states require chaining during certain winter months. Some like Pam, when I was at Pam, we didn't even carry chains in most of the trucks, and I never chained up. A couple times the weather got really bad, I just shut down and waited for it to clear. Um, there's a lot of really great weather apps that are available out there. I use my local ABC channel's weather app. It's really awesome. It's got good radar. And really, checking the weather should be an important part of your trip planning. Not only should you be looking at your atlas and figuring out which route you're going to take and how to avoid certain low clearance bridges or restricted roads, but you should also be checking the weather, not only for where you're at in the immediate area, but 8 to 10 hours down the road. And if you do anticipate seeing poor weather that could shut you down or cause delays, these are things you want to communicate, well in advance with your driver manager, dispatcher. Let them know, hey, look, this route that I'm on. I'm checking the weather. It looks like it's going to be really bad. There's a really good chance that the highway could be closed or there could be delays. So there's a chance this load could be late. The communication is the key, though. Is communicate these things as early as possible. And the companies know they're reasonable when it comes to weather. You're gonna try to push on as far as you can, but if you don't feel it's safe, then you have to shut down and stop driving. And safety's always and should always be the number one priority with the driver and with a company, especially for new drivers. New drivers have very little experience as it is. Asking them to drive in a potentially hazardous area is just asking for trouble. So communication is the key. Weather delays are going to happen. The best thing you can do is to research the weather, how it's going to be now, how it's going to be down the road. 8 to 10 hours, and let your driver manager, your dispatcher know, like, hey, I might be having some problems here in about 8 hours with this cold front coming through. We got this issue coming up, and then the dispatcher can email customer service reps who email the company reps, and they'll communicate and say, hey, your load might be late because of the weather. Um, when it comes to logistics, a lot of these big companies, they know what's going on with the weather. It's not going to be a surprise to them. They're going to be like, really, there's a cold front coming and there's snow coming. They know. They know where the bad weather's going to be. They know where their load's coming from. They know where their load is going, and it shouldn't be a surprise. And if it is, well, at least they've been warned hours in advance and can, prepare accordingly and make arrangements. So communication, that's the most important thing. And people ask weather apps, which ones are good ones. NOAA has a great weather app. My local ABC network from South Texas has a great weather app that I love. There's all kinds of good weather apps. Just do a little research or ask around. But really, the trip planning phase is when you're looking at weather. Anticipate what kind of weather am I dealing with. In the wintertime, is it snow? In the summertime, are you going to be dealing with hurricanes or tornadoes? So plan ahead. Trip planning is always an important part of every driver's routine, and communication is essential. So for Driver Solutions, this is Trucker Chad. Y'all be safe out there. Keep the messages coming. I love talking to y'all, and have a great day. Bye.